Greetings everyone, this is Hip Rock here and I'm back with another video for you guys. Okay, so today this will be my new series I'm starting. Every week I'll try and drop one. I don't know. I don't want to make any promises, but this is my new series. I call it Rant or Rants, whatever you want to call it. I'll be dropping rants and I'll just be having I'll still be putting information together. I don't want to just be rambling. I still have my points here on the screen. Don't mind me if you see me looking at the screen. I'm just trying to get my points out. I want to kind of keep this brief but rant a little bit. So you've seen the subject you've seen the subject of this video. I will be discussing music hybridization in 2026 and the future of music. Yes, so I guess you're wondering how I thought this all up, and I thought to myself, this year, like every decade there's a sound. Everyone knows what the 90s sound like in terms of hip hop. Everyone knows what rock sounded like in the 90s with grunge. Everyone, alternative rock. Everyone knows what the 50s sounded like, the 60s in rock, the 50s, 60s. Everyone knows what was popular then, blues was more popular in the 50s, everyone knows when jazz was popular. All these periods had different sounds and different popular genres, But I feel now, I was asking myself, what is the sound of 2026? Because I want to be listening to that. And I couldn't figure it out. There's just so much happening, with technology advancing, there's just so much taking place. It's hard to pinpoint what's happening. The internet is very expansive. It's like the universe, it's always expanding. So the same thing is happening with music. It's just continuing to grow to the point that it's hard to even perceive what's happening. And the way I see it is, by the time we realize what's taking place, by the time we try and document it, we would have already moved on to something else. That's just my assumption. Now, so what is the 2026 sound? Is it dark ambient music, like how The Weeknd started? I know when The Weeknd started, everyone was like, okay, he's into this sort of dark R&B, which I was wondering why that was becoming a thing. Especially with dream pop now, I've realized that dream pop, I remember in 2012, the dream pop that I was listening to was very cheerful, and I enjoyed that period. Now the dream pop music that I've found this year is very dark, a lot of grief. That's the descriptive word used to describe the dream pop that I've been finding this year. A lot of it has been saying, to deal with grief, which I don't want to have that emotion. I want, joyful emotions. So yeah, back in 2012, dream pop was more cheerful. Now, from what I read, creators are leaning more into depth, subtle tension, and emotional complexity rather than surface level cheerfulness. You see, I enjoy that surface level cheerfulness. They're saying we're moving away from that. This is why the Lemon Twigs album, I think it's called Look for Your Mind. That album is important to me. It captures the 60s flower power, hippie, cheerful music. I like that album because of that, We're moving away from this happiness in music, and we're moving into darker ambient kind of sounds, which I don't want to feel, you know? Um, Now let's see. So yeah, so moving away from surface level cheerfulness. So I want to say this to my viewers on my channel. I want to say recommend a song and post the name of the song in the comment section and let me know what is the song that captures 2026. Um, Let me know. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what song I feel represents this year. Okay. I was also thinking to myself about replay value, like how much music these days has re- replay value. I remember back in the days, if you bought a CD, you wanted to make sure it has replay value. Now people just consume music and it's become sort of disposable. How many people actually even return to an album after they have listened to it? So these are questions I want to ask you. Can you list some albums that you've been returning to? Because for me, I'm always, every day I listen to a new album, every day. Okay, so where was I now? Replay value. How many people actually listen to whole albums these days? Will the album die out or will it just be singles? Because with Spotify, things have changed. You can listen to singles and you can listen to EPs and full albums. But how many people have time for albums now? Albums went from being 1 hour to 40 minutes now, or 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes. 30 minutes is the max of an EP. But albums have become 40 minutes. Before it used to be 1 hour. Things are changing. Our attention spans are changing. You know. So, how many people listen to whole albums? If you listen to whole albums still, let me know. I listen to whole albums. I can't, unless I don't like a skit. Sometimes you have inappropriate things in skits. I skip that. But if it's appropriate, I'll listen to it. I'll listen to the whole project. So I listen to whole albums. Let me know in the comment section if you listen to whole albums. Okay? Now, hybrid genres versus traditional genre barriers. Will genres ever die out? And what will concerts be like? That's the next questions I was asking myself. Now, you have the death of hip hop. People say hip hop is dead. People say R&B is dead. I've heard people say even rock is dead. You have these traditional barriers all dying. And now genres are fusing together. Everything is hybridization. That's what it is. Okay? Personally, I want rock and hip hop to fuse together more. I want more bands, more rock and hip hop bands to form. What else? I want more live performance hip hop acts like The Roots. That would be good too. That would change hip hop from less sample orientated to more live performance orientated. Like I said, genres are dying. What else? So what will concerts be like? I don't even know. Like, if everything is gonna fuse, what kind of people will go to hear that? What's gonna happen to the consumers of music? Even myself, I find it hard to listen to all these things that are fused. I'm so used to these barriers. I do listen to some music that is fused, but there's so much fused in one album now, I don't even know how to take that. So let me know how you feel about that. you know if genres die out, will they ever return is another question we have to ask ourselves. Will we get tired of the hybridization and go back to the traditional barriers again? Nostalgia. Moods matter more than labels. Creators are searching for genres. Creators aren't searching for genres anymore. They're searching for feelings, and often incredibly specific ones. So there you go. Let's move on. I'm going to talk about vinyls and CDs. This was an interesting point. Now, everyone knows that vinyl has become popular lately again. It's resurged, and people are buying vinyls as collectibles. Uh, you know, I own some CDs, and I collect CDs. I've stopped recently. I want to get back into it, but I'm considering. And what I want to say. Everyone knows. People say CDs are dying. Music stores have died. I don't know if music stores will come back. That would be interesting because of streaming, music stores and music sales, physical music sales, declined, and that caused, especially like back home where I'm from, the music stores had to disappear. They were shut down. They were closed. Um, like Musica, they shut it down. Um, so I'm thinking about this. It's interesting. Like, will they come back now? Because it seems everyone's taking interest in vinyls. You know, um, I'm wondering if people will take interest in CDs. CDs are smaller. It's smaller art. It's like art. It's smaller. It's easier. It's more. What's the word? It's more portable. Um, so get this. A surprising number of people, upwards of 50%, don't even own a turntable. Vinyl represents a physical manifestation of what's available on streaming platforms. So, yeah, there you go. So it's saying 50%. 50% of people don't even own a turntable. Okay? That says something. That's kind of crazy. Like, people are just buying vinyl just to keep it in their house or whatever, put it on their coffee table. I don't know. They're just buying vinyl for that. It's ridiculous. Well, it's not ridiculous. It's interesting. These are interesting things to think about. I own CDs. I like looking at them sometimes. Artwork is covers matter. What else now? I don't even own a CD player. My laptop doesn't even have a CD, a disc, a place where it doesn't have the CD drive. I should say it doesn't have a CD drive, and I still own CDs. It's ridiculous. Um, but I own CDs as collectible artifacts. I used to call them relics. You know, um, so now another point I thought up was this whole mashups. I'm told that mashups never died, and that the copyright landscape will be forced to evolve with new mashup licenses becoming standard. That's interesting to think about. So think about that and let me know what you think. And then my last point, AI music. It's emotional honesty, so real emotional singing versus artificial perfection, AI voice, AI sound. So imperfection versus perfection. Uh, and I know, how can I say this? I know people now, because of everything being so computerized, people want to hear more human-like, more emotional content. Like Carr said at the end of the song, "You Know What's About." On that song, he says that he has a sample that says at the end. At the end, it says, "We need emotional content." And it's too bad he passed away. R.I.P. Carr. We'll be making a video on him in the future. But it's interesting. I feel that we crave for more real human-like feelings and emotions in music now, as opposed to just divided genres and AI. But I once heard Joni Mitchell once say that art is just short for artificial. you know So will AI one day become true art? Because right now everyone's against AI, you know. But sooner or later, you know, AI is gonna become true art. So my question to you is, will you support AI when it becomes true art? Just like when Bob Dylan went from playing acoustic guitars to the electric guitar, and they got mad at him for that. Are you going to support AI when AI takes over art? These are things to think about. Thank you for joining me on my rant today. This is all I have to say for now. Um, I had to make this video. So you're eating good today. You get 2 videos, you know. Please check out the previous video I posted on Cadence Weapon, his album Forager. I posted that. Check it out, you know, and check out his album. Support him. Um, but yeah, that's my rant for today. Expect more videos from me, and let's just keep having good conversations about music. You know, I don't know. These are things to think about, but I'm interested to hear what you have to say about my rant. Let me know in the comment section. You know what it is. You know how I say peace and love to you all. This is Hip Rock signing out.